Hi and welcome back to my playthrough of the Rise of Queensdale. I believe blue should be the starting player now, so let's just simply roll the dice for the next round. Wow, that's a lot of gold and some actions. Not really sure if I like this, but let's see how our merchant rolls. I think that's definitely somewhat of a better roll, at least some choices here. But yeah, let's go over to blue. And I guess I want to go for some extra bread here. And red, yeah, definitely wants to move her scout 4 spaces ahead. And it's really great because she already built her second hut here, or second tent here. So she could go for this herb and for this herb here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think let's move her down there because on the neutral piece of land there are also some more of those herbs waiting for. But of course, let's flip those accordingly. That's one piece of bread. That's always nice. And here we get 1 stone. Yeah, overall, definitely not a bad move for her. I think I want to go for another piece of gold, and I'm not really sure if I want to use it just to reroll the other 2 dice. Yeah, have to wait and see now. But Unita is definitely going for the extra brick or clay here. That's really great. I think she should be able to build something anytime soon. And speaking of building, I believe I forgot to give myself 2 victory points when I build the building. Yes, absolutely. I totally forgot that. So we are both at 3 victory points already. I really need wood, so I'm tempted to, yeah, let's reroll those dice. I will spend 1 stone now. I think I will hold on to this action die here. Simply reroll those 2 coins, and that's a stone and 1 action. I think stone is okay because I get a bonus, so let's go for it. Let's place it accordingly and grab 2 pieces of stone for that. Yeah, it can also serve me well in order to reroll some more dice. I think Unita wants to do the same, so she will spend 1 coin now in order to reroll the brick and the stone, also hoping for wood. Yes, and of course she gets wood. Really good for her. So let's assign it right away. This gives her 2 pieces of wood, which is really awesome for her, so she will be able to build something too. I have a coin, I have a bread, I also happen to have an action die, so I think I will go for an additional follower. So let's see what we get, and here we get 1 Gleeman, and Gleeman is something I could use right away, to be honest, and I think I want to do that. So with that I will be able to move my loot up 2 spaces. Now this triggers all of my pink buildings, which are production buildings, and in this case that's 1 piece of wood I just made. Okay, that's not bad at all. Over to Unita, but I think she's not building yet. I could go for a storage building, of course, to gain some victory points, but I really want more production buildings. So yeah, let's go for the last spot to gain an extra coin here, something she could use later on. And I think I will spend my remaining die here to grab another coin too. I guess she also wants to go for another follower, so she will spend 1 bread and 1 coin. And this gives her 1 craftsman. Awesome. Okay, she can definitely use the craftsman pretty well later on. Awesome. That's great. And that's already the end of the round. So let's hand over the first player marker. Let's reroll all our dice. Oh, that's bad roll for her. Pretty sure about that. This is good, but the rest, she was really hoping for some more resources apparently. But of course, let's not forget about our results, and that's wood. And okay, that's actually not a bad result. A little bit too much stone for my taste, but I think we will be able to do something meaningful with that roll. But because she has so many action dice, I think she wants to spend her first one to move her scout. And for now, the idea is to move the scout to this space here. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4 spaces, just enough to make it here. And wow, that's not bad at all. Here she gains yet another brick. Cool stuff. I need wood badly, so let's go here. Let's grab 2 pieces of wood, and with 4 in total I should be able to build another tent, which I really need now. over to red. She definitely wants to build building now. She has more than enough resources, and on top of this she will also spend her craftsman, and this reduces the cost for a building by 2. And I guess she will now go for this bakery here. So without the craftsman she would need 3 clay, 1 wood and 2 stone. So she's basically not going to pay for the wood and 1 piece of clay, I guess. So that's 2 clay, 2 stone here. Let's put out this awesome stuff. Let's place it accordingly. Let's see how far I can zoom in here. How cool is that, huh? And now she will be able to produce some bread, which is definitely not a bad thing, because bread allows you to gain more mood, or to raise your mood track in order to gain more followers. So overall, definitely not a bad resource. Of course, let's not forget to give her 2 victory points, and I think she wants to spend her Gleeman right away in order to move her loot up 2 spaces, which means she just produced 1 piece of bread. Awesome. Over to me. I think I have to build a tent. So here are my 3 pieces of wood, and of course I will place the tent onto this space because I have 2 spaces of those right in front of me. There's 1 more as well. So overall I'm now getting to do some more stuff soon. Again, I nearly forgot, of course I'm scoring another victory point for that as well. She still has a lot of ace, and she also has bread, and she has a building that produces bread. So I think there is no reason not to go here. So she will spend 1 bread in order to increase her morale by 1 point. So now we reach the fanfare here. And when you check her track here, each fanfare she's reaching is currently worth 1 victory point. Hooray! With 3 stone faces showing, I think I will go for yet another piece of stone, or 2 in this case, which I can really use to reroll the other 2 dice. Then I guess Unita will go for yet another bread, and I will definitely spend a stone to reroll those 2 dice here. And another stone. That's disappointing, kind of, at least. Oh yeah, I think I can do something with it. So for now I will spend this A to move my scout 2 spaces now. 1, 2, which gives me something, and another loot. That's awesome. I will take this, cause this increases my morale as well. And as I've just reached the fanfare, I also gain a victory point. Let's go for some more building materials here for her. She's really in a good position to build something relatively soon again. And even if it's a long shot, I will still spend yet another stone to reroll my die. And that's clay, and I think clay is more useful right now for me. So I think I will take this one in order to grab 1 piece of clay or brick. This game is really moving fast, so let's reroll those dice again. That's a good roll. That's really a good roll. But let's see for her. I think also not entirely bad, especially wood is always useful because you need it to build those tents, and you need always a piece of wood for when you want to build stuff, so also not a bad roll. But I think before she does anything stupid, I want to send my action die here in order to move my scout 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Let's see what we get. 1 piece of bread. That's really not a bad thing at all. I will definitely take it. Unita will go for 2 pieces of stone. Now she should be really set to build her 2nd building already. Insane. And before I build something, I think I also want to go for some more brick. I think I really should go for yet another production building. Yeah, let's see. Before someone is taking this away, she will definitely go for this bonus wood here. So overall, she's now at 4 wood. Yeah, she could basically build anything that's currently available. But I guess now it's really time for me to build as well. In a 2-player game we have 4 spaces, so there's not much competition at this point in time to build stuff, but yeah, let's go there anyway. And again, I want to go for another production building. On the other side we have those storage buildings here, the blue ones, and those allow you to basically take resources into the next session, so into your next game. Right now we all start the game with this building here, which allows you to take up to 3 coins into the next game, which is really something, because any subsequent sessions you're not starting with any gold whatsoever. So if you have some leftover gold, those buildings are definitely useful. But on top of this, there are also buildings which allow you to store some wood or stone, you name it, some bread, and even followers, something you can take over to the next round. So that's definitely useful. And no, but I think I want to build a production building. So that's 3 clay, 2 stone, 1 wood, and I think I will totally go for this brick one here, because getting production buildings early sound like a very good idea. There are not many resources you're taking to the next session anyway during your first game. It could be, but first of all you really want to make sure to have some production buildings for the next game session. But of course, what's also important, we just scored 2 more points. This is a little bit of a risk, I guess, but I think she will still go here. She will spend 1 bread in order to boost her morale and move up her loot accordingly. So 2 more steps and she could gain 1 more victory point, and she would be able to produce once more, which could also help her a lot. As we want to build again, and I still see that Unita still has a stone die, I think I will go and collect some more stone for one of the next rounds. And then I guess it's also time for her to do some more building. And I guess she will also go for yet another production building. I think in this case she will go for this or this. She's something she could save for the next round. So she may go for this gold building here. By the way, there are also additional production buildings here, so if the others run out you could still go for them, but for those you have to spend 2 additional coins in order to go there. But you see these little diamonds that are printed here, those provide you some let's say tiebreaker rules. So whenever there is a tie, you pretty much count all your diamonds on your buildings, and yeah, whoever has the most of those breaks those ties. Not really that important in the early stages of the game, but definitely later on. But for now I think she doesn't want to spend 2 additional gold, and she doesn't have those anyway. So let's go for this building here. She has 2 stone, she has a wood, she has 3 clay. Let's grab it accordingly. Let's put it, I don't know, let's put it here. Doesn't really matter right now. So let's build it. But of course, this just gave her 2 more victory points, and now she's already in the red zone before her goal pretty much, and this gives you some bonus. So if she would not be able to win this game, so let's say I would really go in first and she would not be able to do that in the same round, then she still managed to reach those 2 spaces in front of her goal, and therefore she would gain 1 of those additional sigils here on top of this, and you can use those in order to pump your dice pretty much. But I think this is really something I will show you at the end of this playthrough. And I think with my last remaining die I will go for 1 piece of gold, always useful. And I think she wants to spend her stone not to re-roll the die, but to put it onto the A side here. So it's now an action die, and I think she will use it to build another 10. This gives her 1 more victory point, and I think she wants to place it onto this base here. There are really a lot of those herbs waiting for her in this unclaimed territory. Good for her, good for her. Then it's already the end of the round. Let's roll those dice. Okay, that's not bad. And I think I just forgot to spend the wood. Sorry for that. So she definitely needs some more wood now. Then let's do the same for us. Where are those dice? There they are, 5 in total. Okay, also not a bad roll. Yeah, definitely something we could work with. But I think, yet again, I want to end my playthrough for today. So stay tuned for episode 3, which will most likely be the final episode of my playthrough of the Rise of Queensdale. So I will play it to the end, and then I will also show you what will happen at the end of the game, what will happen at the start of the next game, how you prepare your next game. But again, I really want to make sure not to spoil the experience for you, just to show you what else you may or may not be able to expect from this game. I really hope you are still enjoying my little playthrough here. Hope to see you soon in one of my other videos, and until then, bye bye.